Do you fear God? Jesus teaches that the fear of God is wisdom. We are not to fear man that only can kill the body. We are to fear God because he can destroy both soul and body. The world will tell you that God is not to be feared, for he is love. This is another half truth. God is love, and he loves his children. We are blessed if God disciplines us, and we should not despise discipline of the Almighty. Just like a parent loves their child and does not want anything bad to happen to them, they give them discipline. God tells us that the one that loves his children is careful to discipline them. Discipline keeps them from trouble, and they gain wisdom, for the lack of discipline will lead you astray to your own folly. You gain knowledge and understanding through discipline, and whoever hates correction is stupid and will die. We should desire discipline so we are not condemned by the world. Do you see the signs of the end times? No one knows the day and hour of Jesus' return, but he does give us signs to recognize and to be watching for his return. God does not give his children the spirit of fear about the end times. As a child of God, we are given the spirit of truth to see the signs of the times and to be prepared. God does not want his children to be unprepared or ignorant. Before Christ returns to the earth, the days will be like the days of Noah. People will be eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage. They knew nothing about what would happen until the flood took them all away. That is how it will be with Christ returning. He will come when you do not expect him. He will come to take his children home. If you have not accepted Christ into your life, you will be left behind. Christ calls people hypocrites for not being able to interpret the signs of the present day. God tells us that we will see all these things. Do not be deceived, and know that the beginning of birth pains, and to be watching for his return. God tells us to learn this lesson from the fig tree in Matthew 24. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things had happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. But about that day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark. And they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood took them all away. That is how it will be at the coming of the Son of God. 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding with a handmill, and one will be taken and the other left. Therefore, keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. Some signs to look for. Many will come in my name, claiming I'm the Messiah, and will deceive many. There's a man in Israel right now, a Jew, that's claiming to be Messiah. Hear wars and rumors of war. We see that in the news every day. Nations will rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. Famines, earthquakes, pestilence, fearful events, great signs from heaven. You will be persecuted and put to death and hated by nations because of Jesus. People will be put in prison. Many will turn away from the faith. People will betray and hate each other. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. Many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. There will be an increase of wickedness. The love of most will grow cold. The gospel will be preached in the entire world. There'll be great distress. False prophets and false messiahs will appear, and they will perform great signs and wonders. Many will be deceived, even the elite. Dreadful days for the pregnant women and nursing mothers. The sun will be darkened. The moon will not give its light. Stars will fall from the sky. Heavenly bodies will be shaken. Perplexity at the roaring and tossing of the sea. People will faint from terror. God's Spirit will be poured out on all people. Your children will prophesy. Your young men will see visions. Your old men will dream dreams. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, and having a form of godliness, but denying its power. I hope you've enjoyed this podcast. Give me a like and a share and subscribe to my channel. The next podcast will be Instructions from God through Scriptures.